There's an interesting backstory to Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. It was written for the 1944 movie Meet Me in St. Louis, starring a young Judy Garland singing that song to her 7-year-old sister. It being a very rough patch for them, the original lyrics of that song were remarkably lugubrious, including Have yourself a merry little Christmas, though it may be your last. Next year we may all be living in the past. Doesn't get much better with faithful friends who are dear to us will be near to us no more. Judy thought this was awfully dark to be singing to her sweet little sister, so she appealed to the songwriter, Hugh Martin, who was on the set. And just a few days before the shoot, she said, "Can't you lighten it up?" Well, he wasn't inclined to do so, but he was eventually swayed. And that rewrite was close to the one that we know. But 1957, years later, Frank Sinatra wanted to include it on his Jolly Christmas album. So he asked Mr. Martin, couldn't he jolly it up a bit? And that version is the one that we are most familiar with. Now, there's another interesting backstory to that song. This year, Christmas and Hanukkah coincided, prompting some people to coin it Chrismukkah. Well, what inspired me to write a parody of that is that, returning more to its dour roots, is that on Christmas Eve, I was tested positive for COVID, inspiring this rewrite. I'll have myself a miserable Christmas in quarantine exile. In my room, I'll be confined for quite a while. Not only a miserable Christmas, Hanukkah too, in fact. My holidays are utterly, completely hacked. Here am I in my lonely room, in the only room allowed. Family who are dear to me must steer clear of me for now. In some days, we all will be together when antigens allow. Until then, we'll have to muddle through somehow. While I have myself a miserable Chrismukkah now, till we can croon a healthy, happy new year soon.